Before you invest into prop firms, you need to understand the business model, the expectations, and the rules on how to approach this. So let's dive into this so you can actually tackle these on knowing exactly what you need to do and what to expect. Okay, so we're going to talk about what they are, how to prepare, and how to know when you're ready. All right, and this is not going to be just glazing prop firms. We're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it balanced. So what is a prop firm? Number one, it's a business that gives traders access to more money. So you pay a small fee, you get access to capital, but before it can actually go into your pocket, you got to prove yourself that you have the skills to do it. But once you're funded and you hit a certain profit target, then you do keep a percentage of the profits, typically 80 to 90%. Kind of depends on it. Sometimes they run promos, but the big thing is prove your skill through
valuation, hit a profit target without breaking the rules. Once you're funded, you keep a percentage of the profits.
that they're so attractive. Why is everyone doing this? One, it's honestly pretty cost effective. So it's low upfront cost compared to building a huge account on your own personal. Also, this is maybe more technical, but the margins, like you would need to have, 50, 100K to be able to trade a pretty good amount. So what you see with the prop firm trading a 50K or 100K challenge or funded account, you actually get access to trading a lot more than you would if you had that in a real futures account. So yeah, you get access to more buying power for sure. And honestly though, you don't have to put your own money at risk. So especially if you're a beginner or if you still have bad habits, which to be fair is most traders, it allows you to, and if you're honestly willing to get better at trading, or if you just want to set your money on fire. But one of the most efficient paths for sure to develop yourself as a trader is in this way, but you can't just approach through. So first, I do believe in demo accounts, 100%. You learn about different platforms, you learn how to use, whether it's TradingView, Tradeovate, Ninja Trader, Thinkorswim, whatever. But you're going to get more comfortable with it using a demo. Guys, you're going to make so many mistakes. So use a demo to get most of your mistakes out of the way, to learn your technical analysis, start to build out a system. Of course, if there's nothing on the line, if there are no stakes, then it's not really trading. So I do think that prop firm, doing a low cost evaluation is kind of like your first small live account. It's pretty similar, but the benefits are much higher because if you do things well, then the payouts are significantly bigger. If you try to, you're on live, it's going to be a lot different. So the difference though is prop firms, they do give structure. There are certain rules that you have to follow. So I do think it can help you become a better trader because you have no choice but to follow a specific set of rules. But let's be honest, you can be a very reckless trader in just doing prop firm challenges and evaluations. So I think that the fact that there is structure will make you better if you decide that you want to do that. Because you can easily just break all of your rules and just actually getting in and treating it like a professional account, a live account that you want to build over time. And I do believe that you should be using your prop firm, a percentage of your payouts, put that into your personal account, massively important. Now, what is it that prop firms are testing? To be fair, this 3-day challenge, this 5-day challenge, here's $50,000. No, you're working still in simulated environments, but they are testing to see whether, because you eventually can work in live environments, but they are testing to see whether you are trading with actual rules and they can trust your money later on. So there's really not a lot of room for over trading, revenge trading, impulsive sizing. You're going to have to keep the things pretty consistent. Okay. Now, just because you do a prop firm, it won't magically make you money either. It's more of a mirror. If you don't have an edge, it's not useful to you yet. If you don't have a system, you're kind of just hoping for the best, still not going to be very useful to you. So there is a natural progression with this, like I said. So get good habits and you will get to a point where it makes sense for you. But if you are impulsive, like you're done. But what I will say is it will test your patience more than anything. It's going to test that. So with that being said, the rules matter quite a bit. And it might be slightly different rules based on whatever firms you're using, but as a beginner, your focus should not just be on, let me get paid. Of course, that's why we're here. We're here to make money. But if your focus and energy is on, like, I need to pass right now, I need to pass right away, and which gets you to it. So just keep in mind, like, what makes you successful in this is how consistently you can follow not just the prop firm rules, but your own rules. And how you make the money matters. Because I'll be honest with you guys, like, I've seen pretty new traders nothing. And then they actually get worse habits because they're trying to recreate what they thought was it. How you make money really, really matters. And this is what it all comes down to: discipline trading. That's the most important part of this whole thing. But that being said, your goal is to stay funded, not just get funded. So getting funded is not the finish line. That's really where we're starting. A lot of traders, they're gonna let me take it to the next level. They'll up their size, they'll chase trades, they're just not focused anymore. They lost track of the process. So keeping the account, that's really the real thing. Okay. You'll get to a point where you know you're gonna pass them. And then, you're kind of building new levels within yourself. So a trader who can stay pretty consistent over time is way more valuable than just getting funded once and getting a payout once. You'll know if you got a payout doing things well, doing things. So even if right now, like, you might do your first one, and if you're really disciplined, maybe it takes you longer. But because you built the right behaviors, you built the right discipline, you'll be able to keep these account and get multiple payouts instead of just one. Now, I'm not here to talk about strategy. Like, this is not about how much you could be risking. I'm not going to get into that stuff. I'll get into that in a different video that'll come out later on actual technique and strategy, because there is a way to approach these things in which you're taking advantage of the same rules they give you. But that's for a different video. Now, like I said, I'm not here to just hype up prop firms. I want you to understand the good, the bad, and the ugly. So they're a business first. Their primary revenue is, so they're not making majority of their money funding traders. It's because most other traders, they don't have the right behaviors, they don't have the right models, and typically it's just more of a behavioral situation. Like, people just are impulsive, and they set it up so you have to be good enough for enough time. A lot of people can get good enough for a very short window of time. So cool, we set our rules around that. And now there's some really good firms that you can trust, and they're they have payout records of paying out, but we're not going to go and just trade with any prop firm, especially if they're just running a promo. Like, you want to make sure you're working with trusted sources, and also you want to stay on top of it. So rules can change, payouts can slow down, firms can shut down. It's definitely happening. It's going to happen again. But also, you have to keep in mind the true total cost. So some of these, you have the cost, and that's all it is. For others, you got to be careful because they might have an initial fee, and then if you pass, you might have to activate it, and that's another fee. Some of them have monthly fees, or if you hit the reset. So you just got to be on point and just make sure you're reading the rules, like, do your due diligence. So it is what it is right now. Obviously, always do your research, ask questions. So ask questions with me, ask questions with, okay. So like, again, if you don't know of some firm, but they're running some crazy deal, most of the time it's better to just let them build a reputation, and then you can go work with them. All right. There's more than enough reputable firms right now that you're going to be okay. So now, the indirect costs, this is what you want to watch out for. Now things changing. So if you're blowing a challenge, it's not in the world. Sometimes your system can be profitable, but you went on a negative run. And if you did things right, but you lost it, okay, cool, you're fine. You're probably okay. But the problem is, most traders, that's not what happens. It's July, they're just doing things in the wrong order. So these fees can add up, because you might be, no, it's only $50, only $100, but then all of a sudden you went on a bad run and you want to make up for lost time. You want to make up because you think that whatever, something's against you. But then if you just did 10 challenges in a couple of weeks, you just spent $500. So this is why you really want to make sure you want to understand financially where you're at and what you should budget for this. And I'll get into that a little bit later first. Otherwise, like, just getting another challenge doesn't solve anything. Right? Now, how do you know when you're ready? How do you know when you're ready? All right, let's run this up. Right, let's see what I'm made out of. One, you got to have that kind of attitude. Like, let's see what I'm made out of. think I'm good. I'm good at this. I have some proof, I have documentation that backs that up. All right, let me tackle this on. So I give a system that you can define, you can do, you're following it repeatedly, you're pretty good to introduce a bit of risk, a stake. Like if you lose a challenge, you might lose, yeah, 50, $100 or something. You want that feeling because that is trading. Trading is that there's something on the line and you have to be able to have that conversation with yourself, be able to control how you act. Because if when there's demo and there's literally nothing on the line, it's going to be really easy because you can't lose anything. But once there's something to lose, even if it's something small, you're going to actually see who you really are, think about yourself and getting reckless. So you're getting started with the prop firm because you know, okay, demo, I have an intentional budget. Know what you're making a month and a percentage of that. Do that to build your cash flow as a trader. I 100% agree with that. Set a percentage for yourself that makes sense for you. You don't want to overspend and then because it's not going to help you become a funded trader. So sometimes just getting the account itself is why you're not passing a little bit. All right. There's this like thing that people always need to be doing then when like, bro, you might just not be able to afford it right now. So, you know, accept the reality. And you have to be detached to the immediate outcome. Okay. Be process driven in this. So the long-term vision really isn't, oh, let me get this one payout. Get a big payout and it'll change everything. Maybe it happens for sure. I mean, I've seen it happen like plenty and plenty of times in our community. Like it's not something unusual. So you can actually make an income that is reliable. It's not that every week you're going to get a payout. Maybe you could for sure, but okay, over the course of a month, can I start making something consistent over the course of a quarter, over the course of a year? That's kind of where you want to scale because if you need one 50K account, like depending on one account to like make all this money, then clearly there's not enough signs that it's duplicatable enough. Fund your personal, like put some money in your pocket, put some money in your live account through it, put some money so you can get more accounts at a profit. All of that is incredible to do. But remember, prop firms are a business. Not all businesses are going to be here forever. Think about Blockbuster, right? Just think about all the companies that failed. And there's already been prop firms that have failed. Now, for different reasons, but it's just always a possibility. So, you know, after you get your first couple accounts, like it's okay to go to different firms so that you're ready to them off the go. With that being said, guys, like build your own capital base and remember, prop firms, they're a tool. They're not everything, right? They're not your masters. They're a tool in your arsenal. Use them. Like it can be very, very profitable. Like you might spend $100 and you can get 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 5 figures plus out of one account. That's an incredible ROI. However, build your live account, build your portfolios, and yeah, I mean, it's going to be a much better experience. So trade it, right? Don't focus on just getting funded. Focus, because when your habits and your system are super consistent and you're dialed in, then funding, getting funded, getting paid is kind of a natural consequence. It's a natural effect. There's no other way around it. You've become the trader, so money's going to come your way. When, you know, so yeah, prop firms, they'll give you access to more money. They'll give you access to way more than what you could do with your own $100. But they're not as, you know, prop firms, they are amazing tools. You can use them so it can develop you. And you can use them to definitely start scaling and making some money. Use them, but with the right systems, right mindset, you have to be prepared. The risk reward is amazing, but only if you're ready. Just do the work. But the real asset is never just the funded account. The real asset is a trader that you become through the process. So keep working on the craft, keep working on the skills. If you need more resources, if you need more tools, make sure you're dialing in to our classroom in our schools, a free community. Make sure you're plugging into live sessions so that you can not just copy my trades, but just like learn the process, learn the motion, learn how I manage things live and how you're watching. Drop a comment to let me know what stood out to you the most. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one.